Yo, y'all hear about Nike suing Bape? Well, it looks like just a couple days ago, it did come out that Nike officially filed the copyright infringement lawsuit on Bape. And you can tell from these shoes, yeah, you kind of see where they're going with it. Now, before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for Fashion is Art. Make sure to keep close with it whenever we make a video and when we release a short. Okay, as you can see in this post, Nike officially sued Bape for the copyright infringement of their Nike Air Force One. When you see the pictures of the Bape studs and some of the other different Bape versions that they've released over the last 15 years, you can clearly tell that they're biting them off. Okay. And we're not saying that to kind of take shots at Bape. We know it's a pretty big staple of a brand, been around for some time, but you got to call a spade a spade. And they've been copying for a minute. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, damn, it took a minute before Nike sued them. What have they been doing all this time? Maybe they're just stacking up the points, kind of like in a RICO, where they kind of know that the gang member is doing some low level stuff here, but they want to catch them over the years and accumulate it, right? So they can get them for more. That makes a good point, but at the same time, like they tried suing them in 2009. And what Bape did was they basically just got in a room with the Nike people, probably said something like, hey, you could sue us, but you're going to lose because through this Japanese law, we are able to still sell and make the trademark. So we're good to go. But at the same time, they had to pull back from their US market. So as long as their footprint wasn't too big in the US, they were able to get away with it. Now, obviously, Bape wouldn't stay away from that. We've seen plenty of celebrities advertising for Bape or just being associated with Bape in those years to come. It really didn't even seem like they got sued. So, where's that led us to? Led us to the situation here where Bape is just costing themselves money. And it's really to where there's not too much Bape can do, though, because Bape's not as popular as they used to be, not as renowned. A lot of people in Japan have Bape, which is why I'd see them wanting to reestablish themselves in the States. Once you kind of get oversaturated in an area, no one's really going to want you. And there's plenty of brands that don't really have that longevity that are going to be pushed out because something new is going to come along and that's going to be the new fad versus Nike that has a lot of great adaptations, keeps creating original new ideas. So you can tell they're going to be all right for some time. And then Nike, they got to make up their lawsuit money somehow. They must have the all-star court team or something because they're in the courts every other week, whether it's StockX or it's Bape. I'm sure they're going to be in them rooms with Kanye at some point. There's no telling because they always got something going on there. But I mean, when they're bringing in the money, they are on the greater scale. I guess they'd be fine. And they could get Bape in a pretty good spot. Last year, just in their merchandise, Bape made between 25 and $50 million, which is good, seeing as their worth is currently estimated at 7. So maybe that's where Nike was making that cut in, because if Nike's gonna get back to where they want to be overall, they're gonna need to make some changes. And I think one of those starts is taking control of these Bapes. So ideally, I think we're going to see some Bapestas under the Nike umbrella coming out after they win this lawsuit, which I'm pretty sure they will at this point. It's like coming back around again. They already had their way a little bit. It's like, Bape's kind of running out of options, and they can't play money ball with Nike. That's a big bank take little bank situation. So that's all I had on this topic. But we will definitely stay tuned and stay close to see what does happen with Bape and Nike. Who's going to win the lawsuit, who's going to have the rights over that design, that silhouette, that Nike Air Force One, very popular shoe. And Nike's been known to make these lawsuits. There's a lot of Nike custom shoe creators, even people like myself. But once you get to a certain level, Nike usually hits you with that lawsuit. So something always to look out for custom shoe designers. Make sure that you have whatever jurisdiction you need, any trademarks, any sort of responsibilities, and have yourself covered so that you're not sued for more shoes than you even made money for. That's bad business. Well, that's all I got for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. These my daddies make it hurt.